Hey guys, Jarek here doing some more Halo 4. This time we're doing a big team battle on, I don't remember the name of this map. This game just came out yesterday. Get off my back. Anyway, this map reminds me a lot of the Spire in Halo Reach. Kind of a circular area with a decent amount of vehicles and then a center building that you can go into to get away from the vehicles. And that's something that 343 added that I really liked. Most of the new, actually I think all of the new maps they added in, and they only remade one old Halo map, may I remind you. But most of the new maps that 343 added in, there's an area for you to fight other on-foot soldiers or other on-foot Spartans, and then there's an area for the vehicles to fight each other. This makes it a lot more balanced. It makes it almost never feel like you're at a disadvantage, like someone has a vehicle and you don't have a vehicle, so you're just going to get screwed no matter what you do. Usually in Halo 4 you will not feel that way. You usually won't be at that disadvantage because there's an area you can go to get away from them. And there usually will be a power-up or something that can help you fight them that will spawn inside of this building. Maybe a turret will be there. Something to counterbalance the vehicles. Because the vehicles are definitely very strong in Halo 4. That's one thing I have noticed. They almost feel, I don't want to use the word overpowered, but the vehicles are ridiculously strong in Halo 4. The only thing I will say is a little overpowered is the DMR. And the only reason that's a little overpowered is because it shoots a little bit too quickly. And it will kill you faster than the other starting guns. Including the light beam rifle. It kills you faster than the light beam rifle. If they slow the fire rate down just a little bit, it'll be balanced in perfectly. It's not really a game killer, but it's something that I do wish that would be fixed at this point. But the game just came out yesterday. I'm sure they'll be releasing patches to help the game's flow, make it a little bit better. Alright, so this game I'm showing you, I started great, and then I kind of slowed down later on in the video. At this point, I don't think I had died and I had got a decent amount of kills. But I definitely started doing, I'm not going to say bad towards the end, but I really wasn't doing very well in comparison to the beginning of this video. Yeah, this map, as I said, it does remind me of the Spire. As I did say, I do like most of 343's maps. And I hate to say it, but I much prefer 343 making Halo than Bungie. After how many years Bungie made Halo, I hate to say this, but I'm just going to go out and flat admit it. I think 343 is a better company than Bungie when it comes to making a balanced, good game that is definitely very polished. And, you know, I don't even think it's that. I honestly think it's just after so many years of Bungie making Halo, it just kind of felt like they didn't want to make Halo anymore. I felt like there were some polishing issues that weren't really there. The multiplayer maps sucked. They were just areas from the single player campaign they threw into the multiplayer and went, here you go. This is good enough. It just felt like they didn't really have the motivation that they used to have in the earlier Halo games. I don't know, that's how it felt to me. Voice acting, and yeah, people are going to get upset about me saying this, but Bungie always kind of had that cliche fat nerd feeling to their games. Halo 1 didn't really have this. Halo 1 felt like a more serious game that a game I could take a little bit more seriously. There wasn't an over-exaggeration of talking. You didn't feel like a super soldier that's going to jump everywhere and be invincible and do all this stupid, ridiculous Hollywood stuff. You felt like a normal person that was put into a incredibly screwed situation, and you were more vulnerable and the weapons were stronger in Halo 1. And then after that, it kind of started becoming, I don't know, a nerd fest. That's what I'll say. That's what it started becoming. And I think 343 has brought that back down. It feels more serious. The single player, the voice acting is the same, but the story writers have changed. There's a lot more dialogue before, and it's definitely, I don't know what was going on here. That vehicle was just flipping like crazy. There was a lot more dialogue going on, but it's different writing. It's stuff you can take a lot more serious. It's just, you know, Halo is still Halo gameplay-wise. But other than that, it's kind of changed a little bit, and I'm going to say it's changed for the better. Halo sort of did need to change. I've been so many years of, I think kind of almost, I'm not going to say so many years of going downhill, because in my mind the way it worked is that Halo 1, amazing game. Probably still my favorite Halo game. Multiplayer-wise, definitely still my favorite Halo game. And the most balanced Halo game to be released. Now, I say that and people get mad and go, but the Halo 1 pistol was so overpowered. Yes, but you could really use, actually not even yes there, you could use any of the guns in Halo 1, really. They all had their specific purposes, just at that specific range. Like, say, the assault rifle, you could use up close, just don't plan on hitting anyone past 20 feet. But yeah, Halo 1 definitely was a very good game. Halo 2 came out, they admitted they were, you know, kind of understaffed and goofing around a little bit too late up until launch, and it wasn't really polished, and what they showed at E3 wasn't what we ended up getting. It was a little bit of a disappointment. Still a good game, but in comparison to what they showed, nowhere near as good. And then Halo 3 came out and just exceeded expectations. Great game. Still like Halo 3. I still go back and play it. And then Reach came out and it just, I don't know, in theory it looked good. The fall of Reach, that's supposed to be a depressing, terrible story, but we all knew what was going on when it came to Reach. And it's almost like everyone in Reach just accepted what was going on. It's almost like everyone wanted to have who could win the most noblest death award. Everyone just felt like they knew they were gonna die, and they were so willing to just die anyway. So I don't know what that was about, but hey, it was an okay game. The bloom sort of annoyed it. There's a lot of things in Reach that I wasn't a big fan of, and like I said, it just felt like Bungie didn't want to be making Halo. It felt like Bungie wanted to be making another game, and I think that was really apparent in the random section where you're suddenly flying in space. That was I don't know, that came out of nowhere. When that happened, I was honestly a little annoyed, because when I play a shooter, I want to play a shooter. I don't want to be flying in space. I don't want a space shooter. That's not what I want. It's not really a genre I don't hate the genre. It's just something that I'm not really a big fan of. And this was probably stupid for me to do. Is it just me, or can you not kill people by running them over with ghosts? Because I've hit Spartans going at full speed with a ghost, and I just sent them flying, and they were fine. I don't know what that is when it came to the when it comes to vehicles, the way the physics works. Maybe it's just the ghost, maybe it's the mongoose as well. I don't know, but I cannot hit someone and kill them. But yeah, this video, at this point I had slowed down, had a lot of stupid deaths where I only got one kill and then died. Fantastic. I wish this game was a little bit better. I wish I continued playing as good as earlier. And oh god, all the grenades! Didn't stand a fucking chance doing that, but my Raptor killed someone there. I was playing with Raptor here. He's asleep now, or he'd be joining us with this voiceover. I got one person though. And hey, binary rifle. I really, really like this thing. This thing will kill you one shot anywhere in the body. It will take down vehicles very, very quick. This thing is ridiculously strong. I think it's supposed to be the Forerunner equivalent. Or, actually, I'm not going to say the equivalent. At first, I assumed it was going to be the Forerunner equivalent to the sniper rifle. But now it almost feels like a variant of the Spartan laser. It almost feels... Actually, no, it feels almost like a variant of the railgun. I don't know, it's interesting. Let's put it that way. Definitely a very, very interesting gun. It's a lot of fun, too. But yeah, we won there. Did a lot of ranting, this voiceover. And, pretty fun game. I do like this map. I do like most of the 343 maps, as I have said. Could have had a much better game, but I thought it was good enough to upload, just kind of show you some big team battle in Halo 4. Hope you enjoyed it, and later.